Aloha, everyone. It was basically a meaningless day overall in the stock market today. We can say that it was very bad that we pulled off the high of the day and was closing near the lows, but we have to take the big picture in perspective, and we have to realize that we were only down, for instance, 0.14% today on the NASDAQ. And as you can see, volume was well below yesterday's strong bounce on the 50-day moving average, so nothing to worry about. And if you look at the MACD and TSV, you can see that they're both trying to trend up off recent lows. Excuse me. MACD is still just crashing down, or stochastics, excuse me, but it's getting near that oversold level. So, we're getting in a good position where we should continue to see the market bounce here. But today's pullback, while it is disappointing, we didn't close near the highs with the lower volume. I'm way okay with it. The Russell 2000 was the weak guy of the day, down 0.57%, but overall for the past 2 days, it's not too bad. It's only down 0.18%. TSV and MACD isn't that great, actually, and Stochastic still is coming off the highs, but, it's still overbought can stay overbought, so it's really nothing to look into. And to be honest with you, all of these oscillators and price action, it's all kind of mixed. So this is why we're in a neutral condition, and to be honest, it wouldn't be shocking if we just continue to back and fill before we resolve either up or down. And it would be nice for our holdings if it would be up. But NYSE, you can see that these two oscillators are moving higher, TSV, MACD. Stochastics not that great in RSI. At least it's not overbought, and that's the main thing, is that we don't really have to worry about a severe pullback here because we don't have extreme overbought conditions. But overall, the market pullback today is good. You can see S&P 500, NYSE volume also much lower than the day before. How did the Dow Jones Transportation Average do? Not too bad, huh? Up 0.48%. It actually led the way higher today. MACD and TSV, though, is still trending significantly lower. But MACD or stochastics is pretty darn oversold. So it would not be surprising if we see a bounce. And if you look at the Wilders RSI, also getting very oversold, bounced kind of territory, I guess you could say. But overall, not too bad. We do have some sells today. PLUS triggered a full sell stop intraday whenever it moved below the low a day of the signal, 84.82. So we are completely out of PLUS, but on an end-of-day basis, because of the above average volume, it is a full sell. Also, QRVO, that is a 50% sell signal, closing below the 20-day moving average on very heavy volume, extremely ugly price action compared to the overall market, so that's a 50% sell. And now I would use this low a day right here as your final cut loss level. If it goes below this level right here, I would be all out of QRV, as this chart pattern has taken a major turn for the worse at the end of March into April. That's very ugly compared to a lot of strong stocks we have. And RCPT, it looks like that this is a topping pattern now on April 1st. If we go to an arithmetic chart, you can see a very big outside day move. The average intraday true range bigger than ever before, so that's never good with a big volume surge. And with it confirming heavier volume sell-offs now 3 days in a row, RCPT is all but done. So this is a 50% sell signal. If it closes below this low a day right here, RCPT is a full sell signal. And intraday today, unfortunately, MUSA, I added back MUSA here, but I put one of the sell stops below 71.75 on that ad, and then the other one was 70.90, and 71.75 got taken out, and I got out like at 71.74, so I even got a good fill, and it actually closed lower than where open. But on an end of day basis, obviously there's no real sell here. You can still go ahead and use 70.90. And then don't forget, on the original position that I'm long from, I don't even remember now by looking at this chart, but it looks like it's probably back here in December. My final sell stop is below these lows on that one. So now let's look at really quick the stocks that I passed that could have been longs tonight. CCO, remember that one? We just went long back here. Failed immediately. It was a speculative stock, but kind of a higher quality speculative stock. Beautiful chart pattern. Well, now it's even more beautiful. There's my volume, price, and BOP surge. Now, this stock closes near the high day around 1020. We're going long. We're adding back a 1% position to CCO, and if CCO can take out 1024, I would add, for instance, another 1% because I have max green BOP, a huge volume surge, and a very nice price surge. Unfortunately, it closed so far off the high of the day, it can't possibly be a long. going into tomorrow's opening bell. But not only was CCO flagged, CYNO is a higher quality stock flag, but you can see that it's kind of wedged higher here, even though it's a good solid base, plenty of pocket pivot point signals. And I guess that if I would have seen BOP like move up here and then BOP the next day higher and then BOP maybe today at max stream BOP, yeah, maybe I would go long. But if you look on an arithmetic chart, kind of a sloppy breakout stock, doesn't like to really hold them. So we're going to go ahead and pass on that one. And then also SCOR was a long that I got shaken out of. It's rebasing again, very flat base. That's a weekly chart, very beautiful. Buy stops could be set just above those late March highs if you wanted. Also FRSH is on watch. You could do buy stops on that one, maybe just above this intraday high here. I'm fully invested in the cash account, and I'm going to wait on end-of-day basis for signals in the margin account, so this is not me. And then Twitter, also very, very nice move, breakout. If you had buy stops, brilliant. I didn't, so I have to wait for it, hopefully, to pull back and produce a pocket pivot point signal. The stocks I do have as longs tonight, the highest quality one, SSNC. SSNC is a CanSlim quality stock and a pre-perfect speculator scan qualifier stock. There's like 120 stocks that qualify for that scan. There's only like 62 that qualify for the main perfect speculator scan. But SSNC can join that scan again if it breaks out higher here. We don't risk much if we are wrong. The most that we risk if we are wrong, if you even use this low a day going all the way back here, is less than 5%, and that's not bad on a 5% position. But technically, you should be out of most of it if it moves below this low, 61.69 or 61.31 or 61.22. You should be out of 50 to 75% of it minimum if it moves below there. But SSNC, beautiful. 2.5% because it's in perfect speculator. 2.5% because it's CanSlim. I don't even remember if it was qualified in the price volume BOP scan. Let's just find out really quick. I mean, I don't know how really quick is really quick, but we'll see if this works. SSNC, gotta type it right. SSNC, nope, not qualified there. But INTL is qualified in there, and INTL is a CanSlim quality stock. It's not a pre-perfect speculator or perfect speculator scan stock, so it's only 2.5% position. This stock was also in my BOP 20 days. That is a scan for whenever a stock has BOP for 20 days in a row. Green BOP, excuse me. And as you can see, it's had green BOP for well over 20 days in a row. It makes that scan. And so it was confirmed in the green BOP 20 scan, the price volume, BOP surge scan, and it's CanSlim quality stock. And we don't risk much if we're wrong. If we're wrong, even if you go ahead and use these recent lows here, you only risk a little over 5.5%, and that's not bad on a 2.5% position. All right, everyone, I'll see you in the chat room on Wednesday.